good. Oh, you took me by surprise now being here. All right, so, yeah, tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's a big delivery of the performance. Are you, more nervous or settled?
I think I just want to do it now.
Yeah, get it over with.
There's been such a huge build-up, and we've done numerous run-throughs and rehearsals, and as a performer, I think you just build it up, and you just want to kind of get it done so that you can just breathe a sigh of relief. But I'm excited. I just, I think I'm more excited now than I ever have been, just because I've got to witness two amazing semi-finals and be in the same room. The first one I was here, and the last night we watched in the hotel lobby, but it wasn't quite the same vibe as being in the room, and it was just incredible. I just think, like the song, I just don't want this to end, really. Like I wish I could do the performance, and then we could sort of have a few more performances there.
You know what I wish for you? I wish that you have a couple of hours to yourself with your wife in beautiful romantic Vienna.
Yes, that would be nice, but...
Is that going to happen?
I think so. Yeah. We've got 2 days after... when I get back home, it's quite full-on schedule. It's quite a heavy schedule. I've got to go back to some work commitments, and... So yeah, I sort of requested 2 days off to just we're going to get a car, and my manager and his wife, they're close friends of ours, and they're going to join us, and we're just going to take 2 days to breathe. It's a bit of calm before the...
Here,
yeah.
Oh,
we're going to drive down to Salzburg, because I saw Salzburg just a few weeks ago and fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It's amazing, apart from the surfing in the river thing,
Sorry about that.
And then we're just going to drive through and hug the border along Bavaria, and then travel up to Munich through Füssen.
Very nice drive. You'll enjoy that very much. I wish you beautiful weather.
Thank you.
But even if not, it can all be kind of cuddly and romantic in the cafes.
Oh, we love the snow too. In Australia, you don't really get a lot of snow.
Right.
You do a little bit inland, but where most of the population is, it's majorly coastal. So it's nice to see the Alps and see the snowy mountains. It's beautiful.
Yes, cool. All right, so everybody I've been speaking to, okay, that's a slight exaggeration, but a lot of people I've been speaking to who've been here in the Stadthalle are saying, Australia obviously is going to take it.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm putting my money on Sweden. But there's so many that I like. I guess it just depends what the vibe is that people go for. For me, I thought Sweden was just outstanding last night. I thought Latvia was amazing. Mm-hmm. Really cool. Loic, I just met Loic, and that's how you say his name, right? Yeah. You guys have like all sorts of dots and stuff over letters, he's
super catchy song.
And just a very convincing performer.
Yeah.
He's only young.
Yeah, 19.
Who else? Paulina from Russia. What a great song. There's just so many. I really love Norway as well. And who else?
Serbia.
Gosh, what energy! When she performed, I was in the room, and the whole place just went crazy. That's what it's about, though, right? It's about just creating a vibe. It's not about perfection. Hitting every note and getting every move right. It's about bringing a vibe, and she did that.
Right, totally. And also, the thing that kind of surprises me about Eurovision from time to time is, like, for instance, yesterday I was taking a cab ride home, and the cab driver was a gentleman, perhaps a little older in vintage, and he was like, so, are you at the Eurovision there? Are you working there? I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh yeah, I like that Belgian singer. And then he was like, da-da-da-da. And I thought, wow, how does this guy, he's really into it. Yeah. People love Eurovision.
Well, I guess that encapsulates the whole vibe of Eurovision. Music is a universal language. We've got a room full of people, and now Aussies for this year.
Aussies are people too.
That's right. It is. But people that speak different languages, and there's different cultures and different beliefs and different sexualities and different people, and we all communicate through this wonderful medium, which is music, and that's the beauty of Eurovision.
Yeah. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Yes. There's
Being very generous about your fellow performers there. What sort of odds would you give yourself, though, if you had to rate it now?
I have no idea because it always changes, you know, and it is it's an anomaly. We're a guest, you know. I think as a country we're just blown away by the reception more than anything else. We're blown away by just how warm the welcome has been, you know, both from the hosting nation, you know, but also from all the countries, all the contestants. It's just been incredible, and so I guess I feel like it'd almost be a little, I don't know, a little strange or a little arrogant or something to start like assuming I even know where we would come in such it's kind of a strange situation that we're here in the first place, but an amazing one, and one that we're so grateful for. So I'm a little bit competitive, and only a little bit. Not so much when it comes to music, but the little bit of the little competitive side of me just doesn't want to come dead last, because it wouldn't be nice doing interviews in the morning with Australia and then going, so you embarrassed us, don't come back.
That's never going to happen. You've been representing Australia wonderfully, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, yes, one last question. I'm going to go to Blair. Sorry, I've made my choice. I am in charge. I have the power. There you go.
Hi, Guy, Blair Martin from Radio 4 Triple Z FM in Brisbane. Thank you very much for what you're doing for us here.
It's a pleasure.
Two quick questions, one serious, one not.
Yeah.
Serious one. The look of the performance, it's very colourful, right down to the costumes and the graphics and everything. Did you get an idea that a lot of the performances this year are black-white? There's a very black-white thing going on with a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And the not serious question, if you win this thing tomorrow night, will you get a knighthood from Tony Abbott?
Well, he's handing them out willy-nilly, so look, yes, I could go with Sir Guy.
Sir Guy.
Look, I think when it came to the performance, for me the song dictates everything. You know, we always look at the song as the most important thing, and it's the key. You know, even when I go on tour, when we're thinking about the creative, and you know, for any song that I'm performing on stage, it's what the song is speaking, and to me, it's just a colourful song. I think you know, a palette that was black and white or greys or whatever just wouldn't have suited the song. I think, you know, you look at Belgium, very white, but it's just like perfect for that sentiment. Tonight again is about embracing the moment. It's about you know, being happy. It's almost it's an urban landscape, sort of like Singing in the Rain, but with the opposite sentiment. So, you know, obviously Singing in the Rain is black and white, but this is an urban landscape with a similar sort of joy, but with lots of colours, and it's not something I always do. I usually go quite monotonal with a lot of the artwork that we do on stage for our tours and stuff like that. But it's Eurovision, you know. We threw everything at it, and we're really happy with where it's at now. You know, it's not too much. It's just simple. We just wanted to put on a show that was fun and something that people didn't have to think too much about. And it's not so graphic focused. It's about the vibe and the fun and the song and its delivery. So yeah.
From Australia's perspective, we really feel like we've got the best singer and the best song. You know, like I think that the audience in Australia is so proud of God, and it's been a real pleasure that he's taken part in this. He's a mature artist, he's a great songwriter, and to submit to being in a competition in a sense is something I'm sure he had to think about. But for us, the spirit of generosity and kind of intuitiveness that he's brought to this has been incredible. And I just wanted to acknowledge the SBS CEO who's come over to see Guy perform. And I wanted just to say that Guy taking part as a competitor this year really comes down to all the work that Mike's done behind the scenes with the Eurovision Song Contest and the EBU, and it's so much appreciated, Mike. It's been great.
Thank you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that guy, so thank you.
Well, I thank you too from the bottom of my heart. And you know what? In my opinion, Australia, Guy being here at Eurovision on the 60th anniversary, especially in Vienna, is like such a win-win-win-win-win-win situation.
Oh, thank you. I've really felt so welcome, and I mean, I'll never forget this time. And
Yes, and we look forward to being welcomed by you.
oh yes, anytime.
I'll stay in the guest house.
I'll keep the drop bears away.
All right, thank you very much, Australia. All that's left now are